guys, if this is your first time viewing this channel, my name is Cynthia and welcome to my channel, Graciously Growing. Now today is Vlogmas day number 14 and today the alphabet would be N, and so I should be introducing you to any plants that start with the letter N, but I don't have any. So I'm going to give you a tour of my plant room. I am so happy the way it turned out. This room has been empty for a while, and I had this idea how I wanted it to look, and I was waiting to be able to purchase this or that. But you know what I did? I went around my home and I pulled out pieces of furniture that I had elsewhere and brought it all together, and I am so happy with how this room looks. It's so peaceful, it's so relaxing, it's my little oasis. And so I really hope you enjoy today plant tour of my plant room. Now, initially, I was just going to do a nice, relaxing tour of my plant room, but one of my subscribers, Brianna Nask, and Brianna, forgive me if I am mispronouncing your last name. I am so sorry. She said that she would like for me to discuss the plants in each of the rooms instead of just showing you a view with some nice relaxing music. And I told her, be careful what you wish for, because I enjoy just talking about my plants. And so for this video, I did give you a nice relaxing tour, but now we're going to touch on some of the plants in here, as well as I would call it my plant furniture, I guess you would call it, that I have in this room. I'm so excited about it because everything in this room, other than my IKEA cabinet that was a birthday gift, is things that I took from other areas in my home. So I didn't go out and purchase anything new. And so, yeah, a lot of times you can just repurpose the things that you have in your home and move it around and get exactly what you're looking for without going out and having to spend additional money. So right here at the door is my Florida green. And I talked about her in my moss pose video, and that would have been yesterday's Vlogmas. And I talked about how she is just pushing out new leaves. So look, here's a new one, here's a new one. This one, you can tell how shiny it is that it was new, and so is that one because it's very shiny. That one is new. And then she has two over here, 1, 2. So she is a very happy plant. And below her is my China doll. This started out as a really tiny plant, and I'm telling you, I'm not quite happy about the way it's growing. It's kind of wonky here, but I'm gonna see what it does, and I'm gonna leave it alone. And then the main attraction in this room is my IKEA cabinet. Now, I have just put in this cabinet, you know, some plants that were on their last leg, and trying to see if maybe they being placed in the cabinet where the humidity is higher, that they may actually grow. And this is a good test before I go out and purchase one of my plants on my wish list, and you know, see how well this cabinet will be able to keep a very expensive plant like a Monstera albo, I think is one of the ones I want. You know, how well they will grow in this cabinet. And I have a meter in here that says that currently it's 77 degrees in there, and 66 RH. And so, yeah, I haven't completely sealed it in its entirety. So hopefully that the humidity will get a little better. Right now, I just have a normal Amazon light that is actually, you connect it, you stick it in the soil, and you can set it for a 4, 6, or 8 hour timer. Very inexpensive on Amazon, because my actual plant light for this cabinet has not come in yet. So yeah, I'm not going to share with you the plants that are in there because for Vlogmas, I am going to do a, you know, extended video about the cabinet. So right on the other side of the cabinet is my, oh my God, isn't this my, oh yeah, I almost forgot, my philodendron red diamond. And she is also just absolutely happy here in this plant room. Here is a new leaf unfurling right here. And so she's doing quite well. Right by her is my Monstera. I cut it up because it was just growing all wonky. So I cut it up, and here is one of the one of its parts that I am trying to propagate in water, and I have another part in my office area. And below my philodendron red diamond is my bird nest fern, and she's looking more greener. I think she's quite happy here in the plant room. And then I have another propagation over here. This is a pothos propagation from wet sticks, and it's doing quite well. And then this is another fern that I have really been struggling with. I think I'm gonna put this fern, now that I think about it, in the cabinet because it's just really not been doing anything. It may be happier in the cabinet. And here is my big fern, and like I said in a previous video, it was dropping leaves left and right, but since it's been in here, it has not dropped any leaves. And so by spring or summer, it should fill out quite a bit because I did chop back a lot of its dead foliage, and so it's looking a little sparse, but I know I'm on the right track because it's not dropping leaves. Now, this particular plant furniture, I want to show you. There's the bottom. Can you see the bottom? Hold on. There you go. So it goes from there all the way, and then it has this rod all the way across. And then it goes down here, same setup, and on the ceiling it has the tension rods on either side. This was outside on my back patio because I bought it again from Amazon, and I was going to use it this spring and summer to showcase my plants. But it was sitting out there with no plants on it, and I thought to myself, maybe I should bring that in my plant room, and I am so happy that I did. So let's look at the plants that are on here. You know, I have a spider plant propagation, always have a spider plant propagation going on. And then I have this peperonia that I feel like I rescued it from Home Depot. It was looking so horrible. It has not missed a beat though since I brought it home. I don't recall the name of it. Let me see. It may still be, oh yeah, here it is. Cupid peperonia. It was, oh my God, it was looking really horrible. I brought it home, took it out of, it was in some really bad soil, repotted it in the same pot, but just better soil, and it's doing great. So that's my Cupid peperonia. Here is one of my enjoys, and she is doing beautiful. Look at the foliage of her, and look at the variegation on those leaves. Absolutely gorgeous. And then we have, I always get this mixed up. I think this is, I don't think this is a pothos. I think this is a philodendron. Oh, wait a minute, the tag is in there. So let's see if I'm right. Yes, this is a philodendron header, lemon heartleaf philodendron. So yeah, let's put that back. I love to keep my tags because I tend to forget names. And look at the color. Absolutely gorgeous. And then up here, see if I can take it down, is my philodendron micin. And I love the velvety leaves. I also have one here, just growing, cascading down my IKEA cabinet. And so this one as well is doing really good. And I love her pot. It says Home Sweet Home. And then up there I have, I don't want to take her down, but this is my creeping inch vine. I propagated her from the mother plant that's in my dining room area, and she's happy here. Let's go across. Now here I have my lipstick plant, and she is just flourishing in here. She has not missed a beat. Absolutely gorgeous. And you know, some of her leaves are turned the wrong way, but I think it makes her look even prettier because, you know, actually this is the front, and then, you know, but then this is the back. I don't know why she's growing like that, but I think it's actually pretty, so I'm gonna leave her be. Then right by her is my Peperonia Hope, and she is just growing. Absolutely beautiful. I love peperonias. You know, I have a love-hate relationship with them, but I've been doing pretty good with my Peperonia Hope. I have this one, and I have one in my office. And here I have my, it's called a Can you see that Hypercerta goldfish? And she's also doing well. I like the little designs on the back of her leaves. Look at that. So yeah, she is doing great. And then down here is my Calathea rattlesnake. You remember I was having so much trouble with her. She's doing better. She's growing new leaves. One of my subscribers told me to take her out of the big pot that she was in because it was too big, and that was the right thing to do, because since I've downsized her, she is pushing out new leaves, and I think by spring or summer she's going to be full. And her leaves, or the leaves that she does have, they're not browning, they're not dying, so she's quite happy. Here I am. You know, I'm a sucker for punishment. Here's another peperonia, and I think the name is still on this one too. Let me see. Yeah, this is a peperonia algalata. A pepperoni algalata, and she is absolutely beautiful, and she's doing well. And if that wasn't enough, I have another peperonia here, and this is a variegated teardrop, peperonia arba variegated. I think she is absolutely gorgeous. Let me give you a better look at her. I love her coloring. And look at the variegation on those leaves. Yeah, love her. And then I have a Pothos Cebu Blue. Let me take her down where you can see her. She's nice and full in the top. And I can't wait until she starts cascading down. And then I have here a Philodendron cordium. Let's take her down. She is doing absolutely well here too. All of my plants love this room because I think it's the humidifier. I keep the door closed, and it's really nice environment for plants. This is my poor peperonia palea, I think it's called, what's left of it. I lost most of the plant, and so I'm propagating it, but you can see, look, it has roots. But I'm gonna let it grow a little bit more because I have a problem with, when I propagate, getting them to stay alive once I take them out of the water and plant them. They tend to die. So back here is my I cannot remember the name of this plant. I will put it on the screen. I want to say some type of palm, and I think it starts with an N. Let's see if I'm right, but I will put her name on the screen. And then right by her is another peperonia. This is my peperonia marble. She's doing absolutely great. Look at the leaves. Beautiful. And then here is my, it starts with an S, Scaphella. I'll put her proper name on the screen as well. And I got this one and this one from Home Depot this summer when they were having their 4-inch pot plants for like $3.99, and I got both of these on either side of this peperonia, and they are growing and doing quite well. And then let's go down here. Let's start here. I have my Monastera. Why can't I think of the name? Asonii. Monastera Asonii. I got this one, and there's another one on the other side that I'm going to show you. 2 plants on these trellises, and they were at Home Depot, and they were like, it was one morning I walked in and they had them for $5, and I couldn't believe it. I guess they were just trying to get rid of the plants, And I thought that was a pretty nice size plant for $5. Now it has grown quite a bit, but it was still a nice size when I purchased it. So it seems to be happy on the trellis, and I'm gonna leave it be. And right next to it is one of my favorite pothos. This is my lemon meringue pothos, and look at that leaf. Oh my God, she's so nice and full. I just love her. And then up here, what I did was I wanted to have different heights for the plants up here. And so these are $1 pots that I got from the $1.25 store this summer, and I'm using them to elevate these 3 plants. And you know how I feel about my agonimas. This is one of my agonima siams, and she is quite happy in here. I did overwater her once and she wasn't happy and her leaves were dying, but I was able to, you know, take care of that, and she's back and happy and healthy. I just love agonimas. And then right next to her is this calathea. And this is I have to look at the tag here. And it doesn't even tell me, it just, oh, yes it does. It says it's a calathea peacock. And she is absolutely gorgeous. Look at that. I love her, and I love the back of her leaves. Absolutely gorgeous. And then this is my favorite algonema here. And I think you guys have told me, because it came without a tag, I think you guys have told me that this is an algonema red diamond. But she is absolutely good. Look at that leaf. Look at the color. God's creation is amazing. And look at this one. Look at that. Absolutely. Each leaf is just a little bit different, but all of them are so gorgeous. So yeah, so those are the plants that are like on elevated stands, if you want to call it that. And then down here is another pothos. I believe this is my Marble Queen. This is my pothos Marble Queen, and look at her leaves. Absolutely gorgeous. Love her a lot. And then right here, I got dirt. When I picked up that tag, I made a mess. So this is my Philodendron Brazil. I have one also downstairs, and I just love the bright coloring on her. And she's doing quite well. Don't mind my humidifier back there. And then here we have another pothos, and I think this is my golden pothos, and some of her leaves are just absolutely huge. Look at that. And so she's hanging out here, and so yeah, that's the setup. And so when I am, you know, sitting here relaxing, I get to look at these beautiful plants. And then on this side is I think this is a philodendron. I think this is the same thing as the one up there. I think this is also a philodendron lemon lime, but it's just a bigger variety. Tell me if I'm wrong. And she's absolutely gorgeous. I got her the same time I got the Monstera and Sonia. They were $5 each, and I couldn't believe it, so I brought her home. And then on the floor here is my coffee plant that started really, really small. If you want to see how small this plant was, if you go to my very first video, which was my house plant tour, she was in my kitchen windowsill, and you'll see how big she is now. And then I have my begonia. She is beautiful. I love her. This is my begonia pink spot. You can see why she's called begonia pink spot, because of her leaves. She's hanging out there on the floor. And then over here I have my ZZ green variety. And behind her is one of my 3 lilies. And then this is not my plant here. This is, I did a video on this. I'm trying to rehab this plant for a friend. And she came, this Algonema Silver Bay came in pretty bad shape. And so I'm hoping that I am going to be able to save her and get her to start growing. I can tell you since, and you can go look at that video, it's part of Vlogmas as well. But what I can tell you is, since I've repotted her, she hasn't lost any more leaves. She's not yellowing anymore. So I think we are on the right track in getting her to be happy and healthy. So yeah, you guys, this is my plant room. Let me back up so that you can see it in its entirety. When I come in here, you guys, it's just so nice and peaceful. And when I'm having a bad day, this is where I like to be. I can read, I can pray, I can watch a video on my phone or on my iPad, or I can just sit here and look at these beautiful plants. If you're not a plant lover, you won't understand, but if you are, you understand. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed my tour, my plant room, and I will see you tomorrow for another Vlogmas video. So you guys, I decided to end this video with another view of my plant room. I hope you enjoy, and happy holidays, Merry Christmas, and be blessed.